We're going to sit with our legs out in front. You can engage the legs. You're going to have your hands by your sides. You're going to push into the mat and really try to get that bum off the mat. If it doesn't come off the mat, that's absolutely fine. This is called Dandasana, staff pose. So we also have our feet flexed here. So our legs are engaged, our arms are engaged, and try to keep the shoulders down, nice and relaxed as best as you can. And keep breathing. Okay, release everything, relax everything. Next, you're going to lift your left knee up and place that left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Have a strap handy if you need it. Take a deep breath in, take the arms up towards the sky, and as you exhale, you're going to place your hands anywhere on your right foot, or leg rather. So your hand doesn't have to go right towards the toes right away, and they may never reach your toes, and that's fine. So you can always use a strap around the ball of the foot. And as you inhale, try to lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, see if you can walk your hands further down the strap and fold a little bit more and try to keep the spine nice and long here. And eventually you might be able to reach your toes. But if you don't, it's not a problem at all. Keep breathing nice and long. With each inhale, try to look for some length in the spine. And as you exhale, see if you can fold a little further. Okay. On an inhale, release, come on up. And then you'll bring that left knee up, straighten the left leg. Then you're going to bend the right knee and place the sole of the right foot on the inside of the left leg for the opposite side. Inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold. And just, place your hands wherever they land. Don't try to curve or round that upper back. We'll try to keep it nice and long. And then you can use a strap here if you're able to keep that spine nice and long and walk the hands down the strap. Wonderful. If not, stay where you are. And eventually, you might be able to grab your toes or the outsides of the foot, but it doesn't matter if you don't. Just wherever you are, be content. You should be feeling a pretty good stretch along the back of the left leg. Don't forget to breathe. Release the foot or the strap. Carefully bring that right knee up. And this time we'll bend the left knee and then take the left leg over the right. Now if you're able to bend your right leg, that's fine. For me it's a little tough. So I keep that right leg straight. And then you're going to place your hand or your elbow, your right hand or your elbow, on that left knee. And then you're going to take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, you're going to twist to your left. With each inhale, see if you can grow a little taller, and as you exhale, twist a little further. On the inhale, come on back, and then we'll straighten both legs, and we'll do the other side. So lift the right knee up, place that right foot over the left, and again you can bend that left leg if it's available. For me it's a little tough, so I just keep it straight. Take a deep breath in. Take that right arm behind you, take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, you're going to twist to the right. And with each inhale, see if you can lengthen the spine. And over here, see what happens if you flex the feet, engage that leg that's out in front. You might get a little more out of the pose. And it's okay to use that right leg as a lever with your hand or your elbow there. Just not pulling on it too aggressively, but just putting a little pressure on it. Okay, let's come on out of the pose carefully. Now we're gonna lie on the mat for a simple figure 4 stretch. You're gonna take your left ankle over your right thigh. You're going to lift the right foot off the mat, interlace your fingers behind the back of the thigh. Now see what happens if you pull that thigh towards you. You might get a little more stretch. See what happens if you take both legs towards the midline, towards your right. Keep breathing nice and long. And flex the left foot, protecting that left knee, which is in a little bit of a compromised position. Now, if you have a hard time keeping your head on the mat, if you're straining, then you can always use a strap around the back of the leg, giving you a little more length. Release the foot. Let's do the other side. Windshield wipe the knees to the left and right first, a little bit. And then take your right ankle over the left thigh. Lift the left foot off the mat as you interlace the fingers around the back of the left leg. Again, remember to flex that right foot, protecting that right knee. And you can try moving towards the midline, taking the legs over to the left a little bit. And you can try pulling that leg towards you. Keep breathing. Okay, release the foot, release the hands. Separate the feet as wide as the mat and bring your arms to a T or cactus, whatever you have room for. So I'm kind of in the middle here, strained for space, so almost at a T. But that's not what's crucial. Make sure the feet are separated and drop both knees over to the right. And then look over towards your left in the opposite direction. For a simple twist here, wide stance twist, if you will. Now, with each inhale, I want you to feel all the air flowing through the body. And then as you exhale, I want you to feel yourself twisting just a few millimeters more. On the inhale, come back up and then just go right over to the other side and look over the opposite direction. Again, with each inhale, feel the length in the spine, feel the air flowing through the entire spine, through the entire body. And if you want, you can hook that left foot over the left thigh for a little more. Totally optional. And with each exhale, feel yourselves revolving even a few millimeters more, or degrees would be a better term here. Can't help the math teacher in me. Keep breathing nice and long. Okay, release the foot, and then windshield wipe the knees to the left and right. Next, we'll come into happy baby. We're gonna grab our big toes with our peace finger and thumb. And you can rock here from side to side. Might feel good. If you want, you can straighten the legs. You can bend them even more. Whatever feels good here. And you can even try rocking backwards and forwards. It's a little challenging, but it's actually really fun, and it could give you a nice massage along the spine. Hug the knees into the chest, and then rock here from side to side. We're going to get ready for Savasana. We're going to have our arms by our sides, legs out in front. Completely relaxed position. We're not going to do anything special here. Physically, we're just going to try to relax the body and find some quiet. But you do have a little bit of work here. We want to try to work on stilling the mind, finding some quiet. It's a meditative pose. So I would suggest finding an anchor. It could be your breath. If you're playing some music, then maybe you can focus on the music. That's what I was doing with my phone. You could even repeat a mantra over and over. But try not to think about anything in the future or anything in the past. Just try to let things go and stay in the present for the next 3 or 4 minutes. Savasana. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing life back into the body.